Thank you for meeting me today, Antoine. How's the show been?
Very intense. So just announced the GaNEXUS, and we got a lot of requests, a lot of questions. Customer meetings were planned, of course, and also a lot of other visitors coming out. So the industry overall is very excited to see onsemi coming with, finally, let's say, but having really being a GaN player.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. You know, onsemi's been known as primarily a silicon carbide company for the better part of a decade. But you know, last year, in the space of a few months, even onsemi announced the vGaN sampling, the Global Foundries collaboration at 650 volts, and the Innoscience MOU at 40 to 200 volts, and now there's the GaNEXUS announcement.
Right.
So this is a very broad move into GaN across all voltage tiers.
Right.
Do you mind talking about the overarching vision and why make the move to GaN in the first place? You know?
Yeah, sure. So as we hinted, GaN is one of these technology pillars that enables power conversion, efficient power conversion. Having GaN for onsemi was mission critical to be recognized as a trusted advisor. So we've decided to make that move quite bold. So we really did what needed to be done. Means we created a dedicated organization. We staffed it with really industry experts. And based on that, with a very agile, let's say, partnership with announced, as you mentioned, Innoscience, Global Foundries, some others partners, and our own internal technology with vertical GaN. We're able to offer from 40 volts to 1200 volts and go to the market pretty broadly. So today we released 21 products. We will have a few more coming also in the next few months and quarter. So we're sampling. Customer again are very excited because onsemi is a major player. And kind of along those lines, you know, how does onsemi differentiate itself? You know, given onsemi's recent entry into GaN, how does it differentiate itself in an already pretty crowded GaN market? Yeah, I think first, I don't think the market is so crowded with really customer or say suppliers that are able to ramp in mass production. You're still probably counting a handful of customers, and that's actually the inflection point. I think the industry is at the point where to be able to ramp in mass production, to support customers in terms of quality, supply chain resilience, of course product offering, you need to have a certain size, you need to have a certain expertise. So there was a time where you need to open the door, explain to customers the value proposition. The consumer markets have adopted GaN, and now the big move is automotive, it's industrial. All these industries are deeply looking into GaN. Some are already designed in and starting to ramp. So it's a turning point. And once again, onsemi is onsemi. So with that kind of, let's say, branding and the insurance quality, customers are confident to work with us.
Gotcha. Thank you. You know, let's talk about driving GaN. You know, that's always been a bit of a challenge. You know, how does onsemi approach that?
So gate driver, it's a very good question. One of the slight difference of GaN compared to other technology switch is that gate driving, or say gate driver, or say driving the gate is a little bit different. And this has been in the past overlooked because the tradition in the past was to look at the product, to be very product-centric, switch-centric, not really caring enough about everything around. Now, onsemi especially, we're transitioning from a system perspective. We approach product definition, technology definition from a system perspective. And naturally, we also care about making sure our customers are able to have multiple options how to drive the switches, being what we would say, a discrete, dedicated component to drive the power switch, or even integrating those drivers inside the power switch with multiple options, protection features, etc., to make the design-in cycle much faster, easier, and additionally to add value to our customers with those, let's say, features that make sense at system level to protect, enhance, sometimes reduce the system cost of this in this application.
Thank you. Maybe we could talk a little bit about the Innoscience partnership.
Right.
You know, the press release said onsemi brought its packaging expertise to the Innoscience, their low voltage GaN, I believe. Is the goal a GaN version of the smart power module format with integrated gate drive and protection in one package, or is it something else? You know?
No, I think when we mentioned in this collaboration that we, by the way, have signed our, let's say, really commercial contract with also Innoscience, is actually related to the fact that being originally a foundry, Innoscience has simply less customer access, expertise in and history in let's say package. And package is always a very critical aspect of power devices for thermal, for power dissipation, performance. And once again, with wide band gap and especially with GaN, this aspect is becoming simply critical.
Yeah.
So we have this expertise at onsemi to develop the right package technology. We should not forget, we talk about package technology to basically deliver not only the best in class, let's say, switch or die, but also simply the right product that fulfill all these requirements. So this is what we meant, that this collaboration is very, let's say, beneficial for our customers. And I have to add that Innoscience is one of our foundry partners. The other foundry partners also are, let's say, we're also collaborating with them on front-end wafer technology development and putting that into our own product on between 40 to 700 volt to deliver a product that are compatible to what exists in the market, because we want to enable the market, yet having enough differentiation to win the majority of the sockets. Of course.
So maybe we can finish off with the vertical GaN.
Sure.
Substrate availability is seen as the primary constraint on scaling vertical GaN, and native GaN wafers are still predominantly 100 millimeter and sourced from a small number of suppliers. You know, how's onsemi thinking about that constraint?
No, that's a great question. Actually, this is the key question for vertical GaN. The answer is we are deeply focused on substrate cost down. So we work today with a major, let's say, we have a handful of substrate suppliers having different type of technology, having different type of roadmap, and we are exploring. For us, it's very critical as we are qualifying the process currently to also have a very clear vision on the cost down roadmap, so that our customers can understand in terms of product value proposition, vertical GaN differentiate with SiC or this kind of, I would say, more standard switches in the high frequency domain, in a very high power environment, and having this visibility on the cost position and the performance. We're starting to sample, we have, let's say, a simulation model, then customer will be able to do the right choice. So, short answer to the question, highly focused on this topic, doing in parallel the key thing, which is to basically qualify, validate the process.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you answering all my questions. Outside of everything that we've covered, is there any final thoughts you had, anything you wanted to say that maybe I've missed?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything. The key takeaway message is onsemi, depending, is here as a GaN suppliers, as a trusted GaN suppliers. And for us, the excitement is really to enable this market, giving really our customers more confidence to invest into this technology that is really a breakthrough in terms of efficiency. Energy was always an issue for, let's say, our planet. It remains something with AI that is exploding to the next level. We need to do something everywhere, and GaN has its share here to bring up the efficiency level, means saving energy and also delivering the next level of performance.
Thank you so much for your time, Antoine. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.